Imagine sitting in like a really noisy coffee shop. You pull out your phone, shoot off a quick text message, and miles away, sitting in your empty office, your physical computer just wakes up.
And the cursor starts moving entirely on its own.
Completely on its own. It opens a complex spreadsheet, um, pulls the latest data from your CRM, formats a quarterly report, and emails it to your boss.
Which sounds like a concept for a science fiction movie, but as of this week, it is a fully functional reality.
Welcome to episode 455 of AI Brief. I'm Amin.
And I'm Leah. Today, we have a profound lineup to untax for you. We are exploring Anthropic giving their Claude model direct remote control over your computer.
Plus, we are breaking down Luma AI's brand new image model that actually processes and, well, thinks while it generates visuals.
We will also examine Meta's aggressive internal push for autonomous agents, including a personal CEO agent specifically built for Mark Zuckerberg.
After that, we will take a comprehensive sweep through the daily market updates, and finally, round out with the trending productivity tools you can deploy in your own workflows today.
The central theme connecting all of these massive updates is a fundamental shift in how you interact with your technology.
We are watching the real-time evolution from digital assistants who passively answer our questions to autonomous agents who take direct action on our behalf.
Let us jump straight into the biggest story driving that shift. Anthropic just released a research preview that fundamentally changes the nature of the Claude model.
They have handed Claude the ability to directly control your Mac desktop. I mean, we're talking about the AI actively clicking, typing, and navigating across any application on your machine while you step away.
The mechanism making this remote capability possible is a new app called Dispatch. It basically turns the AI into a fully remote setup.
So you can literally be away from your keyboard, pull out your phone, fire off a highly complex multi-step task via the Dispatch app.
And Claude takes over your physical computer to execute it. Currently, this is rolling out for macOS Pro and Max users through the Cowork and Claude Code platforms.
I believe a Windows version is already deep in the pipeline, too.
It is. But what truly fascinates me here is the underlying intelligence dictating how the AI executes the task.
Oh, because it avoids just blindly clicking around the screen.
Spot on. The system is engineered to actively avoid rudimentary screen clicking if it can find a more efficient technological route. It scans your system for direct application integrations or back-end browser access first.
I mean, that is incredibly smart. It only resorts to mimicking human cursor movements and physical clicks when those direct programmatic pathways are completely unavailable.
That routing intelligence is absolutely crucial for both speed and reliability, Relying solely on optical character recognition and simulated mouse clicks is historically brittle.
Oh, definitely.
By seeking out APIs first, Anthropic is ensuring the agent completes the task without getting confused by a misplaced pop-up window or something.
And it is critical to observe how incredibly fast this entire capability came together. Anthropic acquired a specific computer-use startup called Vercept, a mere 4 weeks ago?
Literally 4 weeks.
That is insane.
Launching a product of this magnitude just a month after an acquisition is a blistering pace, even for the artificial intelligence industry, where things already move fast.
Think about this from a practical workflow perspective, though. Picture your own daily routine. Having this tool is entirely comparable to having an extremely eager, highly capable intern sitting directly at your physical desk in the office.
While you are sitting in that downtown coffee shop.
Sitting in the coffee shop, texting them instructions from your phone.
And they are executing the heavy lifting on your machine.
You ask them to cross-reference 2 massive databases, update a presentation deck, and send it to the client.
You just sit back and watch the cursor move from across the city. Anthropic's Alex Albert captured the gravity of this shift perfectly.
What do you say?
He stated, "The future where I never have to open my laptop to get work done is becoming real very fast."
A lot of industry analysts considered it a massive developmental blow to Anthropic when OpenAI recently acquired the ElevenCreative model.
However, this aggressive shipping spree proves Anthropic is rapidly assembling the necessary building blocks to turn Claude into a full-time digital employee, completely independent of the OpenClaw architecture.
We are moving from an agent that takes physical action on your screen to a completely different type of agent. One that thinks while it creates.
Luma AI just rolled out Uni 1.
Now, Luma is historically known as a pioneer in video generation, but Uni 1 is strictly an image model.
The distinguishing factor is that it processes text and visuals through the exact same unified pipeline. The company describes this foundational shift as a path to general intelligence.
To understand why this matters, we have to look at how traditional image generation works.
The standard diffusion process, which has dominated AI image creation for the past few years, essentially starts with visual static.
And slowly refines it into a picture based on your prompt. It is a very rigid, linear process.
Uni 1 operates entirely differently. It runs on an architecture similar to GPT Image 1.5 and Nano Banana Pro.
Because of that unified pipeline, it actually thinks through the prompt before and during the physical creation process.
Wait, I want to push back on that specific phrasing because I am highly skeptical whenever a company claims a model thinks while generating an image.
That is a fair point to bring up.
Are we just throwing the word thinking around as a marketing buzzword for faster processing power, or is there a tangible difference in the mechanical output?
There is a massive mechanical difference. Because it is processing the text instructions and the visual output simultaneously in a unified space, it possesses a structural understanding of real-world logic.
Oh, so?
Well, a standard diffusion model might draw a beautiful clock, but put the numbers in the wrong order because it only understands the aesthetic of a clock, not the logic of time.
Oh, that makes perfect sense.
Uni 1 understands the logic. It evaluates the spatial relationships and the factual constraints of your prompt while it is rendering the pixels.
It is essentially mimicking the workflow of a human illustrator.
Completely. A human artist sketches a rough outline, pauses, evaluates the composition against real-world logic, and then adjusts the shading or the proportions before finishing the piece.
Uni 1 is performing a mathematical equivalent of that pause and adjust.
And that structural advantage explains why it excels at tasks requiring intense spatial awareness and strict formatting.
We are talking about generating highly detailed corporate infographics, structuring sequential manga panels, or adhering to very specific design aesthetics without hallucinating extra fingers or breaking the laws of physics.
The performance metrics absolutely back up that structural advantage. In broad industry testing, Uni 1 topped human preference rankings for style, editing, and complex reference-based work.
It currently only trails Nano Banana Pro in the raw text-to-image ELO ratings.
Beyond the capability, it is aggressively priced for the market. Uni 1's API comes in at roughly 9 cents per image at a 2K resolution.
That price point undercuts Nano Banana Pro's rate by about a third,
making it highly competitive for massive enterprise integration, even though the API is currently locked behind a waitlist.
The broader strategy here is what truly demands your attention. Luma made its name in video. Building a foundational image model is a massive pivot.
But it serves a much larger goal for the company.
If Luma can successfully unify text and image reasoning within a single foundational model, the logical next step is extending that exact same foundation into video, voice, and interactive 3D worlds.
Luma is openly teasing this exact trajectory. Uni 1 is not just an image generator.
It is the foundational layer for an ultimate creative agent. They are building toward a single model capable of executing entire cross-media marketing campaigns autonomously.
If Luma is building the ultimate creative employee, Meta is figuring out how to manage an entire workforce of them.
We are taking the concept of an autonomous agent and applying it directly to the heart of corporate bureaucracy.
Mark Zuckerberg is fundamentally rewiring how Meta operates from the inside out, starting with the development of a personal CEO agent.
The Wall Street Journal reported the details of this development, noting that the CEO agent is designed to completely bypass the traditional corporate chain of command.
Oh, wow. So when the CEO needs quick answers, deep data analysis, or project statuses, the agent retrieves the data instantly.
It cuts through multiple layers of Meta's organizational chart, eliminating the need to wait for vice presidents and directors to compile reports.
This initiative is part of a sweeping company-wide mandate. Meta is now explicitly factoring the daily usage of AI tools into employee performance reviews.
The internal tools the staff are building in response to this aggressive mandate are remarkable. Employees have spun up a custom autonomous agent internally dubbed NemoClaw.
This tool reads a user's local work files, understands their current workload, and automatically negotiates project deliverables and timelines directly with the bot of a coworker.
The engineering teams also have a Claude-powered internal tool called Second Brain.
It functions as an omnipresent AI chief of staff, capable of pulling highly specific answers from any internal corporate document, wiki, or code base on demand.
Think about how the concept of NemoClaw changes the entire rhythm of corporate collaboration.
Look, it is the equivalent of having your own personal digital lawyer.
Imagine you have a massive project due next month. Your digital lawyer meets with your colleague's digital lawyer in the background.
They hash out the project parameters, Identify potential scheduling conflicts across both of your calendars, and align the necessary resources before you even finish your morning coffee.
You simply open your laptop and review the final negotiated agreement.
Meta has tens of thousands of employees globally. It is a massive legacy tech conglomerate.
Yet, it is currently operating with the fast, lean, hyper-aggressive mindset of an AI-native startup.
Zuckerberg is fully leaning into the agent boom to strip away organizational friction. He recently acquired the Chinese agentic platform Manus and heavily courted OpenClaw creator Peter Steinberger.
Meta is transforming its entire internal operation to be agent-first.
So, let us shift our focus now and take a more deliberate, kind of measured look at the broader market.
Because when foundational models evolve this rapidly, the ripple effects across the industry are, well, profound, and they require careful observation.
Absolutely. Anthropic launched a highly disruptive new feature called Claude Code security. And this capability is built directly into Claude Code on the web.
It autonomously scans massive enterprise code bases for deeply hidden vulnerabilities.
But it does not just flag the issues, which is the crazy part.
No, it actually generates targeted, highly complex patches for human engineers to review and implement. It is currently rolling out as a limited preview to their enterprise and team plans.
The market reaction to this single feature release was immediate and honestly pretty severe.
Cybersecurity stocks experienced a sharp, sudden sell-off. Industry leaders like CrowdStrike, Okta, and Cloudflare all saw their stock prices drop between 5 and 10% upon the announcement.
I mean, the mechanism of automated patching fundamentally alters the value proposition of traditional subscription-based security firms.
Alongside the security scanner, Anthropic also announced live app previews, allowing Claude Code to review live applications, scan the underlying code for functional errors, and suggest immediate actionable fixes in real time.
Shifting our attention to the health sector, an AI startup named Superpower has officially launched its platform. It operates as a highly personalized, data-driven health partner.
Users upload their historical blood tests, microbiome data, and over 100 different biological markers.
The sophisticated AI chat interface analyzes this vast, complex dataset to deliver highly specific wellness recommendations, such as identifying hidden enzyme issues or suggesting optimized vitamin D protocols based on your exact cellular makeup.
The core differentiator for Superpower is its advanced, persistent memory architecture.
Unlike doing a simple web search for a symptom, Superpower maintains a perfect, unbroken context of every past conversation, every symptom you have logged, and every lab result you have uploaded.
It builds an incredibly comprehensive, constantly evolving picture of your physical health over time.
The service costs $17 a month. The company is positioning it strictly as a preventive wellness tool designed to optimize daily health, clearly distinguishing it from a replacement for primary care physicians.
In the software development space, a company called Rourke has revealed Rourke Max.
This is a robust, web-based tool powered by Swift, Claude Code, and Opus 4.6.
It allows users with zero coding background to build highly complex applications for the Apple ecosystem.
We are talking about fully functional, real-time flight trackers, customized Claude-bot chat clients, and even augmented reality three-dimensional games similar to Pokemon Go.
The defining feature of Rourke Max is the frictionless deployment speed. Once the AI finishes generating the complex application architecture, the user can publish the finished product directly to the iOS App Store in under 2 clicks.
NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang made a definitive, industry-shaking statement regarding the timeline of artificial general intelligence.
During an extended appearance on the Lex Fridman podcast, he was asked about his specific projections for AGI. He stated plainly, "I think it's now. I think we've achieved AGI."
That statement from Jensen Huang carries immense weight across the entire technology sector.
When you observe tools like Rourke Max in action, his claim begins to sound less like visionary hyperbole and much more like an objective observation of reality.
If a user with zero coding experience can verbally instruct a machine to generate a complex three-dimensional augmented reality game and then ship it to a global marketplace in 2 clicks, the definition of general intelligence is clearly being met on a highly practical level.
Looking ahead to the summer tech calendar, Apple has officially announced the dates for their Worldwide Developers Conference, WWDC 2026.
The pivotal event will run from June 8th through the 12th. The company is heavily cheesing major structural AI advancements across their hardware line.
The primary expectation among analysts is a complete, ground-up overhaul of the Siri Assistant, which will reportedly be powered entirely by Google Gemini.
The race for capital dominance is also accelerating at an unprecedented pace. Both OpenAI and Anthropic are actively preparing for their initial public offerings.
OpenAI is currently outbidding Anthropic for massive private equity investments. They are reportedly offering a guaranteed 17.5% minimum return to lure institutional investors into a massive new enterprise joint venture.
The talent acquisition wars are equally aggressive as these companies staff up for the agent era. Meta has successfully secured a lucrative licensing deal with Dreamer, a highly capable agentic personal software builder.
As part of this undisclosed financial deal, the entire Dreamer engineering team is being absorbed directly into Meta's superintelligence labs.
Finally, OpenAI has hired Dave Deegan to run its newly formed ad sales division. Deegan is the former Meta vice president of global clients.
This strategic hire is a massive signal to the market. It indicates OpenAI's continued aggressive push to transition from a pure subscription model and integrate a highly targeted advertising model directly into the ChatGPT interface.
We will now transition to the practical application phase of the deep dive. These are the trending AI tools you could leverage today to, immediately boost your workflow.
And eliminate repetitive tasks and scale your personal productivity.
We discussed Uni 1 extensively earlier in the show. This is Luma's unified foundational model.
It is the tool of choice. If your daily workflow requires you to reason and generate across complex text and image prompts simultaneously.
Particularly powerful for creating highly structured visuals, detailed infographics, and sequential art where spatial logic is absolutely critical.
Then Google has released a major update to a tool called Stitch. It is specifically engineered for rapid user interface creation, focusing heavily on what they term vibe design.
Instead of forcing a developer to manually plot buttons on a rigid grid using coordinates, Stitch allows you to generate complete functional user interfaces based on broad aesthetic descriptions.
So you ask for a moody, neon, cyberpunk aesthetic, and it renders the entire functional interface to match that exact vibe.
NVIDIA has open-sourced NemoClaw. This operates as a comprehensive foundational security layer specifically designed for developers who are deploying OpenClaw agents in their own private server environments.
It ensures the agents operate securely within designated boundaries.
For broad workflow automation, a tool named Needle is gaining massive traction among power users. It allows you to vibe automate repetitive tasks across your entire digital workspace.
You provide it with loose conversational instructions regarding how you want your files sorted or your emails drafted, and Needle interprets those loose instructions into rigid, highly reliable automated processes that run in the background.
In the media production space, ElevenCreative is an incredibly powerful suite. It allows users to generate, seamlessly edit, and fully localize premium audio and video content in a matter of minutes.
You can take a single video, adjust the pacing, and localize the audio into multiple languages with perfect lip syncing, all from one dashboard.
Netlify continues to aggressively expand its AI integration footprint. It is now serving as a centralized all-in-one hub for developers to create, instantly preview, and globally deploy complex AI applications from a single unified environment,
completely eliminating the need to juggle multiple hosting and deployment services.
Finally, we have Gauge. This is a dedicated, highly autonomous AI marketing agent. It is designed to take over the heavy lifting of modern digital marketing.
It autonomously handles and optimizes organic content scheduling, manages complex paid advertising campaigns, and navigates the rapidly emerging field of AI search visibility, ensuring your brand appears when users query large language models.
When we look at the totality of what we have covered today, a deeply fascinating overarching theme emerges.
We have Anthropic's Dispatch actively controlling our physical desktops while we sit in coffee shops.
We have Meta's NemoClaw autonomously negotiating our complex project deliverables in the background.
The friction of daily execution is being systematically eliminated across every industry.
The question you have to ask yourself is this. With these digital agents handling the clicking, the typing, the coding, and the negotiating on your behalf, what exactly will the definition of a hard day's work look like a year from now?
That is an incredible question to leave lingering.
We encourage you to follow the show on your preferred podcast platform and share this deep dive with anyone in your network trying to navigate this rapid, unprecedented technological transition.
See you in the next episode.